Hello, good evening, everyone present with us today here. We are Gyan Marga Technologies, and we, as a company of qualified faculty and an efficient background team, we are here to create your story a successful one. And it just doesn't end on one entrance examination. So, we are not just one edtech company that is going to sell you some courses and help you clear one entrance exam. Rather, we are here as a team of mentors for you to trust with your careers. We are here to guide you throughout your career, be that during your entrance examinations or during your college times when you will be needing more courses in order to upgrade your CV. So we at Gyan Marga Technologies, we are offering you a one-stop solution for securing the best future opportunities, and that includes all from your entrance examination preparation to courses related to your resume upgradation and everything related to that. So we offer a wholesome package and which focuses on every aspect of the preparation, starting from the counseling to choose the appropriate subjects and the appropriate examinations that you must go through. Along with that, we are also helping you with providing and helping you meet the highly qualified and experienced teachers in order to crack your dream examination and your dream university. So we have everything related, ranging from the CUET undergrad examination that we all know is in the prime time of nowadays, and it offers you more than 66 universities, central universities in India. And in order to get the best of courses offered by the Indian government at a very minimal price, so CUET is the way to go. Along with that, we also offer JEE Mains, Comet K, KCET, and BITSAT. So all your science-based entrance examinations, all of the students who are in the science background, we have first counseling sessions for you to make sure that you are starting the preparation for the right examination that is best suited for you. So in case you are starting the preparation for JEE Mains and 1% you can no longer do that, so you always have the other option to get into CUET. So we create an appropriate roadmap for you so that no losses are bared. Along with that, once you secure your seat at your dream university, we further take one step ahead with our IT certificates, which are detailed in data structures and courses like data sciences for you to upgrade your resume, as we have discussed earlier. We are only here to support your already existing school level education and for you to reach a higher level in order to get into the prestigious universities. And now I would present the names of all the presenters that we have today, along with the teachers. We have Mr. Srinivas Bhardwaj sir, who is the founder of Gyan Marga Technology. Along with that, we have Mr. Mrityunjay Tiwari sir, who is going to teach chemistry to all you students, and he has been teaching since years and has his own higher qualifications along with his own publications. Then we have Mr. Nehal Jani, who is highly qualified and has years of experience in teaching physics to students who are appearing for JEE Mains. So once you appear for JEE Mains, you eventually become qualified to appear for the CUET undergrad examination. We have Mr. Prajot sir, who is going to be giving a demonstration for the app. Tarun Solanki, who is a fellow IITian and who teaches maths in the easiest way possible. Parnika, who will be teaching general knowledge and general awareness to students who are focusing on CUET undergrad, and myself, Stuti Sharma, who will be teaching computer science along with information practices. I further want to explain a little bit more about the CUET exam because that is the most upcoming exam, probably in May. And as I have discussed this earlier, that CUET has access to approximately 66 central universities across India, and you get a multitude of courses in that. So whether you are from the science background, commerce background, or from the humanities background, you get a variety of courses for your specific needs. Along with that, Our teachers at Gyan Marga, we are going to have give you a personalized one-on-one counseling session as discussed earlier, in order for you to decide which course and which exact university you are going to choose for yourself. Along with that, these highly qualified teachers are going to get you 3 live classes weekly, so that you will be able to have the best doubt solving sessions and the best guidance and the roadmap that you are going to follow. Along with that, we also have an app ready with assignments and all of the resources that will be required in order to crack this exam. And this app also has regular assignments, like weekly assignments you will be having, which you will have to submit in the right given deadline of your teacher. Regular mock tests that are going to help you get acquainted with the exam pattern. And with that, I would also like to explain that each student should know their own weaknesses and their own strengths. This is extremely important when you start the preparation of any entrance exam. So once you know your strength and your examination and your weaknesses, you can explain this to your teacher, and then the teacher can give you an appropriate roadmap and a timetable which is best suited to your needs. Once the teacher knows this, the teacher will give the student an outline on how much time to devote to each subject. And this also comes with selecting the right subject. Generally, it is advised that the student takes up the same subject that they had in their 12th class. For example, in Delhi University, it is mandatory for you to choose only those subjects that you had in your 12th class. But there are other universities wherein you can also choose other subjects if it is suited according to your course and what you have already read. So, for example, if you are about to take up a science course, one language is mandatory for you to have, and then you can choose 3 subjects according to the course that you're going to choose. For example, if you are going to go into BSc in biotech, botany, or zoology, it is mandatory for you to choose biology, physics, and chemistry as your mandatory domain subjects. Similarly, if you are about to do BSc in either physics, chemistry, or in maths, then one language along with choosing physics, chemistry, and maths as your domain subjects is mandatory. Going ahead, if you are choosing a BSc in computer science, in statistics, or in mathematics, then you can have just one language and one math subject as mandatory choose. And other 2 domain subjects you can choose up to your own, like the best that you are in. Now, I would ask Mr. Prajot sir to kindly show us a quick demonstration of the app for easy handling and for acquaintance of the students.
Yeah, thanks, Rudy. Okay, so this is a CUET prep app for the students who are preparing for CUET examination. Okay, and we have around 11 subjects over here. Okay, so as you can see here, there are sections created. So we have sections for domain test, then general test, as well as the language test. Okay, and in domain test itself, we have around 8 subjects. Okay, so from which like 4 subjects are from the science stream, and 3 are from commerce, and 1 is computer science. Okay, and similarly in like general section, we have general maths, general knowledge, and in the language section, like we have covered 1 language, that is English. So let's begin. So now if the student selects say any one subject over here, say he goes with biology, so what he'll get to see is he'll get to see the syllabus. Okay, so syllabus is the starting point for the student to navigate to any topic that is interested in. Okay, so for example, now if he selects say chapter 2, okay, so he'll be getting the drill down of all the topics coming under the chapter 2. And if he selects any one topic here, for example, if he goes with this double fertilization, he'll be getting all the resources related to the topic that he has selected. Okay, resources in the sense we have the textbook resource, the slides, as well as the YouTube videos. Okay, so let me go over them. So once he clicks on the textbook, he'll be getting the NCERT textbook loaded. Okay, and it will directly take him to that particular page number where that topic is. Okay. So since I had selected double fertilization, so it has taken me to that particular page number. Similarly, from here he can visit slides. So he'll be getting the slides related to that topic. And finally, like, he can see the videos. Okay. So when it comes to videos also, we have two sets of videos. One is like we have mapped the videos from the IIT PAL, as well as we have our own set of videos created by our lecturers. Okay. So I'll just show both of them. Okay. So this video also will be playing from that particular chapter. Okay. So what we have done is we have mapped all the videos from the IIT PAL into our application. Similarly, I'll also show you all the video created by us.
Hereditary diagram also. What is double fertilization? After now you know there are two male gametes that enter through the pollen tube and they pass through the synergy. After enter.
Okay, as you can see here also, this is an entire video, but the video will start playing from that particular topic that the student has selected. Okay, so this was with respect to biology. The same features will work for the other topics as well. Let's move on to another subject. So this time we can go with chemistry. Okay, and I'll go with chapter 2 here, that is solutions. Okay, and I'll be getting all the topics coming under that. Okay, so if I select one topic, say I'll go with solubility, and then again I'll be getting all the resources mapped with that particular topic. Okay. So like whenever he clicks on the textbook, he'll be taken directly to that particular page number where that topic is, and similarly he'll be getting the slides related to the topic. Okay. And also the video. So here also we have the videos from the IIT PAL as well as from the Gyan Marg.
We have been looking at the chemical equilibria and the ionic equilibria and different portions, different topics of ionic and chemical equilibria we have discussed. Looking at the solubility equilibria of sparingly soluble salts. So basically we know earlier we have also studied.
Okay, so this is one of the lectures taken by Dr. Mrityunjay Tiwari. Okay. So similarly, we have physics and maths also in the science stream. So let's see one of the subject from the commerce stream. Okay, so I'll go with economics. Okay, so this is the syllabus for the economics for CUET. Okay, and once the student selects any chapter, you'll be getting the drill down of all the topics as well as the resources linked to it. Okay. So I'll go with the production function. So when I click on the textbook, I'll be taken to that particular page number. Okay. So this textbook are either from the CBSE or from the NCERT. Okay, so these are the slides related to production cost, and we have the video also.
Production is the process of transformation of physical inputs into physical output. It is an economic process that uses resources.
Okay. So similarly, like economics, we have accountancy and also we have business studies. So all of this fall under commerce stream. Okay, and finally I'll also show one of the computer science here. Okay, so this is like computer science and information practices. Okay. So this is the syllabus for it. Okay, and I'll select chapter 8, that is mobile telecommunication. Okay, so this is the CBSE textbook for it, so it will directly take him to that particular topic. Also there are slides, okay, as well as the video. Okay. So videos, it depends. Like sometimes it will be one video, or if there are many videos, like they will be shown the option there, so they can select any one video.
It's the kind of the network that is used by telephones, and of course nowadays by a host of other things, as we will discuss. This telecom network is
Okay, so the videos also you will be getting with respect to the topic that the student selects. Okay, so this particular one was from the NPTEL channel. Okay, the same set of features will work for all of the subjects. Okay, so like in general test we have general maths, general knowledge, and in language we have English. So all these features will work like similarly, okay, for the other subjects also.
Let me quickly explain a little bit about the company, and I will outline for you also what to expect in terms of how we support students. So in order to I hope you can see my screen. Is my screen visible? All right. So see these links are to help students for registration. So any student can register for the program. Any student can watch the app video. So those are the links. The bit.ly link will take you to the form. You fill the interest form, and then we will keep sending you material about the program. So this is very important. You should fill the form as soon as possible. Then the app is ready. The app that Prajot is going to demonstrate, the app is ready. It is available in your Google Play Store. So you can download the app and you can start preparing for CUET from the app. As many of you know, I guess several of you of the students who are in class 12, they will be taking the exam in about 2 months. So it is in the last 20th to 30th of May. From what I hear, they may sometimes change the date little bit this way, that way, but mostly it is going to be around that time. I think I was told that there is a possibility that they could offer the exam one more time this year, but I don't know. But definitely it will be held again next year. And students who are incoming class 12, they can also register and download the app and participate in the program. We are not stopping anybody. If you are incoming class 12, you can get a head start, and then you can continue. The app will be available for you till the end of the year. And that is also for the students who want to take it a second time later in the year. So, but let me quickly explain about the company, and that's why I am here. So see, we started this company in 2019 or 2020, around there, and it was to we first built a new technology. It is built for which we got a USPTO patent. Then we worked with teams in IIT Chennai to help us with the JEE NEET work, and they helped us with lot of the slide decks and readying the app itself for JEE and NEET. So once we got that together, then we kind of released our first products. But here is how our app works, and you will see Prajot when he demonstrates app as well. The app works like this, that we have what is called virtual overlays. So given a textbook or a syllabus, you end up with all these a set of icons that overlay the textbook or a syllabus. So for here you see redox reactions and electrochemistry. Now what will happen is the book, when you click the book link, it will take you to the particular chapter dealing with redox reactions in your textbook. Then you can get also slides associated with that. And the same kind of icons will appear when you open the book also. So while you're studying the textbook, it will give you additional material to help you learn what you're studying. So that is the model that we have. You also get slides, which are in context. What we call in context means it's specific to the particular material you're studying, and also the YouTube videos. So if you are studying electrochemistry, you will find YouTube videos about electrochemistry, and the associated technologies like battery technology, etc. So that is the idea behind this. And then you will also have the question mark here that will take you to the assessment. Assessment, I'll tell you, when I was studying first time, every time I took the assessment, I always felt, oh my God, where am I? But this assessment is somewhat linked to the JEE assessment. Luckily, I think CUET is a little bit easier, but from what I hear, CUET also is a difficult exam. With respect to the company, for PCM students, so PCM is a little difficult, so we have a crash course, and that's what today's program is about. So we have pathways for every student. That is the goal of Jnanamarga. For every student there is a path, to college, and for every student there is a path to a job. India is a growing country with a lot of young people. India is also a growing country with a lot of business, and so it may take little bit time, but for a persistent student, we want to find a path forward, and we do a lot of work with our IT certificate as well. Our IT certificate is a very popular program. We offer it both to colleges as well as to individual students. And what I mean by that is, we work with colleges to help students who want to enter the IT field, because we provide hands-on training for students who are looking at IT as a career. You can go to BCA from using CUET. I think you can do PCM and also CS, and go to CS in your CUET exam and go to BCA. But also, if you go to some other subject, you can still take IT certificate and still upskill yourself and ready yourself for a job in the IT field. Now, our existing programs, I'll tell you a little bit. We have Sushruta for NEET, and we have Ramanujan for JEE. These are our flagship NEET JEE programs, and we continue to offer them. We have an open house for NEET JEE in a few later this month. And then we have our CBSE app. And the CBSE app is very similar. And this is for the incoming class 12 students. You can download the CBSE app. It's essentially a class 12 app. So if you start with CBSE app, then you go to CUET. Start with CUET, go to CBSE. These things are pretty much the same. We have a Hindi medium app also for students who are thinking Hindi medium, or who are in Hindi medium. And we also have an app for students who are thinking of going to the US for undergraduate. But also, we have, and we offer 10 different APs. If you are ICSE and you are thinking of going to the US, this might be a very good option for you. But we also have a SAT program. The thing with SAT, many people don't understand, is that a lot of Indian universities accept SAT. I don't know every university, and this is not an updated list, but there are several universities like Ashoka University. Ashoka University is among the top universities in humanities and other subjects. Amity University, Amrita University, Azim Premji University, Bennett University, and of course BITS Dubai, BITS Pilani. They all take also SAT. So SAT is also another avenue for students who are looking at careers in both in India and abroad. So that I want to explain. I will come to IT certificate in the latter part of my presentation. But this is our IT certificate program. We offer 7 to 8 courses which train the student in IT with the aim of taking the student through a maybe 3-semester program. You can of course take one pathway, but then I would like to suggest that you take the full 7-set course, and then particularly if you are in a non-IT background person, that is, you're not like a BCA or bachelor's in CS, and look at taking the full program, and then having that program be part of your CV as you go about, if you are interested in IT or you're interested in a related field. All right, so that's as far as what I had. Yeah, so I think the next presenter is Professor Nihal. So Nihal sir, please present for physics.
So good evening everyone. So basically was discussing about physics. Myself Nihal Jani, and I take physics over here, and we prepare students for different entrance examinations like JEE Mains, NEET, and everyone. So as we are talking about CUET, particularly in the physics, like we have the syllabus of only 12th standard, unlike other entrance exams where we have 11th and 12th. So one of the major benefit we have is just the 12th standard, and because the 12th has the board exams, most of the students are very well informed, and they are studying very well for the 12th compared to the 11th. So CUET, when we talk about the chapter-wise distribution, one of the main things that we need to remember is while we give any entrance examination, we need to plan strategically, because the electricity and magnetism, if we cover those two topics, like it covers the chapter 1 to 5 out of all 15 chapters which are in the syllabus. These 5 chapters covers almost 50 to 55% of all the MCQs which are asked in CUET. So only 5 chapters, but it covers most of the portion of the exams. So you need to prepare likewise. Like optics has a major portion. Current electricity is the single most chapter with the major portion, that is 15%. So you can plan accordingly. And while we have 40 MCQs out of total 50, we also have option of 10. Another one thing that we need to remember is communication system. Like most of the new textbook of NCERT don't have it in their syllabus. So, but communication system is there in our CUET exam. So we need to prepare that also. The students who are preparing for JEE Mains must know that they also have this chapter. So communication system is a bit easy, but a new textbook has not involved it, and most of the board also have discarded it from their syllabus. But you will find that in the online PDF portion. So from that we can prepare. Apart from that, main thing that we need to remember is we need to regularly give the mock test, because unless we don't analyze ourselves, it doesn't make sense like just preparing for the exams, because on the last day we'll be quite anxious and nervous if we haven't analyzed ourselves thoroughly. So like our application, as sir has shown you all the demo sessions, you can give the mock test also for CUET. Mock test will prepare you for the final exams, and they will give you the confidence. While giving the mock test, I will suggest you to have a formula book with you. So our application has the formula book. Apart from that, you can also take a printout and have a hard copy. So while you are giving the test or while you are preparing the MCQs, you have the formula besides you. So you just need to apply that, and that process of linking the formulas with the different questions will help you to build up your confidence, and gradually by 4 or 5 tests, you will be able to give the test without the formulas also, and that will help you a lot in your confidence. Another thing, apart from the mock test, it's very important to solve the previous year questions also, because they are the exact questions or exact difficulty level you will able to know about the exam. So once you give the previous year papers of CUET, you will be able to know what kind of issues you are facing for the same exam that will be appear in some days or some months to go. So giving the mock test and giving the previous year papers, it's very important. It will really help you to build the confidence. Apart from that, we have the content, all the syllabus is there in online also. The whole NCERT textbook of 12th, it is not the reduced syllabus. Usually the CBSE board now has 30% reduced syllabus, and most of the boards, state boards also have the reduced syllabus, but CUAT has all the portion of your textbook. Apart from that, one extra chapter is also there, which is communication system, as we discussed. So the syllabus has to be prepared thoroughly. Apart from that, electricity and magnetism are the main topics that has to be prepared in physics, because it has the major percentage in your exams. Yeah, apart from this, if we talk about the exams, while appearing for the exams, every subject has its own general guidelines. Physics do also have, like, it's mostly a numerical based subject, so it's very important, like when you are appearing for the exam, you don't stuck up to the question. This is the major issue many students face, is like when they appear and they face a question which is difficult, they become rigid and try to solve that particular question, and they will waste 5 to 10 minutes in a single question. So because we have a time limit, it's necessary, and mock test is, this is the reason why mock tests are necessary. You will be able to know what kind of patterns you follow during the exams, and that will help you optimize yourself. So it's necessary that you don't stuck up to any one question, and if you don't know, you give a minute or two. After that, you leave that question and try to solve the questions which are easy. Once you solve that, out of, even you need to solve 40, even you are able to solve 25 questions, that will help you build the confidence to solve other questions which you didn't memorize at the first stage. So these are just the general guidelines. The psychology affects a lot. Sticking to one question, you have time pressure also. There is also stress that the content is, you are not able to recall the content. So it's important, and it matters a lot that you solve the easy questions first, and then gradually you solve another where you are doubtful, and then you try to solve the difficult questions. Yes, sir. So these are just the general guidelines about the physics that we can talk. And apart from that, your application is always there to support you. So this is all from my side.
Hi all, good evening. So we are going to discuss about chemistry for CUET. So CUET exam will be conducted over 2 shifts that we know, the morning shift and afternoon shift. Chemistry is one of the 27 listed subjects in domain-specific subjects, which comes under section 2. The chemistry syllabus has 16 different chapters to be covered, and 5 of those chapters will be from physical chemistry, 4 belongs to inorganic chemistry, 4 belongs to organic chemistry, 1 unit will be from biomolecules, and 2 units will be from applied chemistry. And we'll see what are those chapters. When we'll see the syllabus in details, we'll see which are the chapters which will come under these different categories. So there will be in total 50 questions in chemistry paper, out of which you will have to answer only 40. So each candidate will have to answer only 40 questions out of the 50 questions given in the question paper. And the time allotted for this will be 45 minutes only. You will have to keep this time in mind as well. And the total marks for these 40 questions would be 200. So each question will have credit of 5 marks. So if you answer one question correctly, you will get 5 marks. However, there will also be a negative marking for this. If you answer wrongly, so -1 marks will be deducted. However, there will be no negative marking for unattempted questions. So these are the things about a brief introduction about the examination paper. And now let us look into the syllabus in detail. So as I said, there will be 16 chapters. So the topics, the first unit will be solid state. This is part of physical chemistry, solutions, physical chemistry, electrochemistry, and the subtopics belonging to each topics is given. Means belonging to each unit, all the topics that would be there is given here in the slides. You can read it out. And the chemical kinetics, surface chemistry, and these are the 5 chapters which are from physical chemistry. Now let us look into the general principle and processes of isolation of elements. This is part of inorganic chemistry. And then P block elements, all the P block, there are 4 different. Particularly, we'll not have to study about the halogens and inert gases or the noble gases. It is not in the. Then D block and F block elements. coordination compounds. This coordination chemistry is very important, and the most important chapter, I would say, from inorganic chemistry. So these 4 chapters belong to inorganic chemistry section. And here, however, to understand this entire inorganic chemistry thing, you will have to also understand the periodic table and periodic property, and that is what you have to understand and remember from outside. So means not that is something which is not given in the syllabus, but you must know to understand the entire syllabus of chemistry, and particularly the inorganic chemistry. And then the 4 sections, 4 units would be from organic chemistry, as I said. So these haloalkanes and haloarenes. And then other alcohol, phenols, and ethers. These are 3 different types of compounds: alcohols, phenols, and ethers. They will be given in 1 unit. They have all given. So alcohols, these are the subtopics. For phenols, subtopics given here. Ethers, subtopics given here. And for haloalkanes also, you can simply understand these are the subtopics, and haloarenes subtopics are here. What are haloalkanes? What are haloarenes? And in details we will study when we will start conducting lectures. You can study the aldehyde and ketones, and also the carboxylic acids. They are in the 12th unit. So this is the 3rd unit of organic chemistry, and the organic compounds containing nitrogen. And the organic compound containing nitrogen, that's like amines. Amides are also there. Cyanides, also cyanides, diazonium salts. These are the compounds which contain organic compounds which contain nitrogen. So they will be given. They are there in the 13 units in the syllabus. And then we will also have to study about biomolecules, and particularly the carbohydrates and proteins, their basic structures in detail. One has to study, and also a preliminary idea about hormones and the vitamins, and some idea of the structure of DNA and RNA. This is the chapter which comes under the biomolecules, and this one can say that this is bioorganic chemistry. Although this one can also include or consider this into the organic, so it will become a bioorganic chemistry. And then the polymers and the chemistry in everyday life, they are considered normally under the applied chemistry section. So the classification, natural and synthetic, classification of natural and synthetic polymers, methods of polymerization, means addition and condensation, copolymerization. These are the things that you will have to understand in this section. Some important polymers also you will have to know. What are some important polymers, particularly nylon polyesterase, bakelite, rubber, and also the biodegradable and non-biodegradable polymers. Roughly one has to understand. In the chemistry in everyday life, we will have to particularly study, have to have some basic understanding of chemicals in medicines, like analgesics, tranquilizers, antiseptics, and also chemicals in food, and that will use preservatives and artificial sweetening agents. One should also have eliminatory ideas of antioxidants and oxidants, and also the cleansing agents, soaps and detergents, and the cleansing actions of soaps and detergents. These are the things that will be in the applied chemistry. Now let us come to how to prepare chemistry for CUET. So some basic tips that I am just providing here. Go to the chemistry syllabus for CUET with minute attention. Look at each subtopics, subtopics given in a given topic, minute, and you will have to understand what you have to, and to what extent you will have to study. And to understand to what extent you will have to study, one can simply follow the NCERT book as a benchmark. You don't have to study anything more than that is already given in the NCERT book. So spend your time judiciously and smartly. Chemistry is not the only subject that will be there in your paper. So chemistry is one of the subjects. So you will have to spend your time judiciously and smartly. So what you have to do is prepare a suitable timetable. So a systematic approach, as you know, is vital for any preparation. One can do it only by conceiving a proper timetable. So you'll have to make a proper timetable and manage the time to how much time you have to give to which subject, depending on how much your preparation is at this extent, and whether you are good in a particular subject, bad in a particular subject, how much time you should devote for each subject. This is what you have to do while making the timetable. And while planning, must ensure that the timetable covers the entire syllabus in time and there is enough time left to practice and revise near the end. So while doing this, you can also start practicing question papers or even the mock test even from the beginning. Or if you don't want to do, if you are not that good at the moment in the subject, so what you will have to do is you will have to cover the entire syllabus first, and you will have to cover it in such a way that there will be enough time left for you at the end to practice and revise the question papers and mock tests. Then the thorough grip of the syllabus. You will have to have the thorough grip of the syllabus. Identify the chapters based on importance and the ones you are weak in or have mastery over. So you will have to identify which chapters are you are weak in, and in which chapters you have a good command. So this is what you have to understand, and also what chapter is more important. This is what, and a little bit guidance we will also be providing while conducting live lectures. This will give you better clarity and smoothen your approach. And also make a short note of each chapter, and particularly the points which you easily forget and which you think you must remember, so that just by understanding those basic points you can simply revise the entire chapter. So make short notes of each chapter. Some key points you will have to write in for each chapter and just write down in one notebook. Focus primarily on the NCERT books, as I said, and then you will have to practice and revise. So revise judiciously and go through the important sections repeatedly. So you will have to repeatedly revise the syllabus, because everyone forgets. This is the basic nature of human being. So even you can forget, everyone forgets. So you will have to revise everything judiciously. Revising judiciously means before revising you will have to understand which are the topics which you forget so easily. So, and if some things that you know that you remember easily, you can remember, and you still remember, then you don't have to revise that thing. And so solve as many practice sets as possible and appear for mock tests as well. Revise the entire concept for the question you are unable to solve. While practicing, you might see certain questions which you have opted wrongly or which you are not able to answer. So for those questions, whatever the concepts that are behind those questions, that you should revise entire concept for that. And for that you will have to either go through the study material that we will be providing or the NCERT textbooks. Consistency and time management is very important. So managing time and consistency in efforts is most desired for any aspirants to be successful. So you will have to be consistent, and you should also manage your time. You will be having so many things as well in your house to do. So that's how you will have to manage your time. And also you should consistently study, means you should study it every day based on the timetable that you have prepared. You should follow your timetable, whatever you have prepared for yourself. This makes your approach disciplined and goal oriented. And what should be done? So get rid of negative thoughts that solving this chemistry is essential only for passing exams. There are many other things. Try to enjoy the subject while studying. Focus primarily on the syllabus. Don't study something which is not given in your syllabus. It will not help you in passing this exam. Make short notes, as I said. Practice as much as possible. Pay attention to the lectures that we will be giving. Make a chart of what you find difficult to remember and keep revising that periodically. So what you find difficult to remember, you should make a chart of that and keep revising that periodically. Don't hesitate to ask questions while attending lectures. And judiciously divide time for every subject. And what shouldn't be done? Don't try to perfect or have in-depth knowledge of everything. Something that is given in your NCERT book is enough for you. So don't look at big and large thick books. Don't try to be too much accurate while solving numerical problems. This means you just take the numerical values up to the first and maximum to the second place of the decimal and try to find out the answer, do calculations so that you could reach to the answer fast. Don't worry too much about the exam. This is just exam. Don't try to follow so many books. NCERT and other reference books we will be providing will be enough for you. So this is all I wanted to tell you about the chemistry.
And now we have Parnika for general awareness.
So, hi everyone, my name is Parnika and I'll be handling the CUET current affairs part. So basically, current affairs includes the current news and the agendas going on all over the world. And we will be covering this part here. So the exam pattern for the current affair is that it is included in the section 3 of the paper, and current affairs will carry around 10 questions. So the exam pattern includes the current affair and it is included in the section 3 of the paper, and there will be around 10 questions for the current affairs. So each question carries 5 marks if the answer is correct, and for the incorrect answer we will have -1. So approximately you have to give 1 minute to one question to solve in the paper. And majorly current affairs you have to prepare, like you can we will try and we will give you the best detail to you can solve the last year question papers, and we will be conducting 3 to 4 mock tests in a month. So on the basis of the previous year paper only. And we will be having up to 10 classes so that you can ready this section to the students. The topic that are included in the CUET syllabus are award and honors, international events, geopoliticals and important environmental agreements, dams in India, neighboring countries of India, UN bodies, eminent personalities, sports, Indian states and capitals, union territories of India. So all these topics we will cover in the lectures as well as the mock test. So this is all about current affairs for CUET exam. Thank you.
And thank you so much, Parnika. Tarun, can you now start with the maths part?
So hello everyone, this is Tarun. Okay, I'll be handling your CUET mathematics. So this is one of the core subject. Okay, so like firstly I'll tell you about the universities. Okay, so there are total 90 universities which accept the mathematics marks from CUET scores. Okay, so you can go for the admissions. Okay, the degrees you can get BTech, BE, BCA, okay, and BVOC, something like that. Okay, so next is like I'll go with the syllabus first. So there are 3 sections. Section A, which is compulsory section. Then there are 2 sections in B. So that is mathematics as well as applied mathematics. So section A will be having 15 questions covering the both mathematics as well applied mathematics. So which will be compulsory for all the candidates. Section B that is having 2 parts, B1 and B2. So there will be a total of 35 questions, out of which you need to mark 25 questions. Okay. So this is related to the section part. Okay, so these are the topics which are included in section A as well as in the B. So in the section A, we are having algebra, calculus, integration and its applications, then differential equation, probability distribution and linear programming. Okay, so these are the mandatory one. In the section B, we are having 2 parts, B1 and B2. B1 is almost similar with the section A, which is relation and function, algebra, calculus, vectors and 3D, then linear programming and probability. Section B2 is little different and which is associated with the commerce part. Okay, so that is having numbers, quantification and numerical applications, then algebra, calculus, probability distribution, index numbers and time-based data, financial mathematics and linear programming. Okay, so this is related with the CUET math syllabus. All these are the topics which we'll be covering in the live classes along with the question practice and mock time test. Okay, next we'll see a few points like how to prepare for the CUET mathematics. Okay, so first we need to find a suitable timetable for you. Okay, so that is like disciplines and routine approach is very vital for any kind of preparation, you know. So this can only be achieved by charting out a suitable timetable considering the length of CUET and math syllabus with your courses. Okay. So with respect to next point, that is the grip of the syllabus. So just knowing the syllabus is not enough for answering how to prepare for CUT maths. So like you need to have grip, means you also have to identify and prioritize the chapters based on your importance. Okay, that we will be defining in our first lecture. Then like you have to understand your strengths and weakness and work out them. Okay, so this will give you better clarity and smoothen your approaches. Okay. Next, consistency and time management. That is very important. Okay, so the majority of chances of succeeding depends on how well you manage your time and consistent you are with your routine. Okay, so managing available time, okay, and consistency in effort is the most desired in any aspirant's or student's life. Okay, so this makes you approach disciplines and goal oriented, right? Next, the last tips I'll give, practice and revision. Okay, so like this is the final and the most crucial step that no one should skip. Okay, so this will sharpen you in every aspect and make you exam ready. Okay, so once you are done with your syllabus, revise it and go through the important section again and again. Okay, so in the live lecture also we will be covering all the questions related to your previous year from the CUT part, and will do good with your exams. Okay, thanks.
Thank you so much, Tarun, for the great tips. And as discussed before, we also know that we have English as a language. So CUET offers around 19 languages, the exam, but we are only focused on English as of now. And English will be taught by Anushka, and right now she is not here. So we will be discussing about how to focus more on English and how to crack the English part of CUET. So the English language section, it is divided into 4 parts, 2 main parts basically, the reading comprehension and the grammar part. So the reading comprehension, it consists of 3 types of passages, which consist of factual, the narrative and the literary part. Along with that, we also have vocabulary. So the grammar part will focus on verbal ability, the rearranging of parts, choosing the correct word, synonyms and antonyms. After this, the reading comprehension will focus on identifying the key details in a passage. So while reading the comprehension, the student really has to focus more on the key details that are present in the passage, and the student must be able to recognize the parts of the story. That is the beginning, the middle and the end. Once the student is able to recognize and classify the passage into these 3 parts, finding the solution becomes a lot more easier. Again, the memory of reading the text, making predictions based on the text, and finally understanding and learning unfamiliar vocabulary is important here. So basic tips over here come like before answering the questions or before reading the comprehension, the student must go over the questions first. So basic tips like these will be taught in the program, and this is why studying from experienced faculties work here. So tips like so will be frequently discussed during the course. And along with that, by providing access to previous year question papers, multiple choice question banks, and a wide variety of reading comprehension material, English syllabus overviews and summarizes vocabulary, revision, and several practice rounds. So along with all of these resources, the student will be able to prepare for the English section of the CUET examination with ease. Along with that, the student should aim to start reading and listening to English content like short stories, articles, proses, the poetry about 1 to 2 months before the exam. That is because English is a language and it is a buildable skill. And in order to build that skill, time is required. So student will be able to practice the vocabulary, and they have learned using the content and the question banks that we are going to provide. And it will be easy for the student to develop this mock testing schedules using a study material so that they can improve their English skills and not waste time during the exam. And now, as we have discussed this earlier, that we are not focused only on the CUET exam. We are focused on the entire wholesome progress of the student, and that's why we also offer exams like KCET and COMET-K. And now I would urge Parnika to please present the KCET part.
So yeah, KCET is the common entrance exam for Karnataka students only for the engineering as well as the medical colleges. So the eligibility criteria for the KCET exam is that you should have scored minimum 45% in your PU, that is your 12th standard, or the equivalent examination with minimum 45% of marks. Whether you are opting the medical, so you should have your subjects as PCB, that is physics, chemistry and biology, and if you are opting for engineering, then you should have your subject as physics, chemistry and mathematics. Now KCET exam patterns covers basically the mode of examination is offline, and there will be total 180 questions, 60 for physics, 60 for chemistry, and if you are opting engineering, then for maths it will be 60, and if you are opting medical, then for biology there will be 60. So the type of questions will be objective questions only, and the total marks for the paper is 180. The time duration will be 80 minutes, that is you will have around 1 minute for one question. The language of the paper will be conducted in English or in Kannada, and the marking will be 1 marks for each question, and there will be no negative marking for any wrong question or any wrong answer. So the syllabus for CUET entrance exam includes, if for engineering students, you should aim for physics, maths and chemistry of class 11th and 12th. And for medical, you should aim for biology, physics and chemistry, same of class 11th and 12th. Now, how you can prepare with us? We will take quick prep weekly classes for each subject that you will opt. We will have different teachers for each subject, like for physics, for bio, for chemistry, and for maths. We have different teachers. So you can download our app for the books and the materials from there, and we will also be conducting the mock test and the app-based testing every week. You can also take up the mock test by yourself from the app itself. Now we also offer one more examination preparation, that is BITSAT exam. It is quite popular. So as you all know that BITSAT examination aims for the engineering students who aim to take the admission in BITS Pilani, BITS Goa or BITS Hyderabad campus. So the exam includes around 130 questions, and exam will be in the computer based test, it will be in the CBT mode, and there will be around +3 marks for every correct answer and -1 for every wrong answer. So the syllabus for BITSAT is also includes physics, chemistry, maths, as well as English and logical reasoning, where students should focus main on the PCM as it covers majority of the marks and the weightage in the examination. So the syllabus for the BITSAT for physics, it covers unit and measurement, rotational motion, mechanics of solid and heat, and thermodynamics, rotational motion. For chemistry, it includes various topics like atomic structure, states of matter, physical and chemical equilibrium, S and P block elements, principle of organic chemistry, hydrocarbons, and much more. For maths, we have algebra, trigonometry, three-dimensional geometry, different calculus, linear programming. And for the English and logical reasoning, for English we have vocabulary, grammar, reading comprehension, analogy, and composition. For logical reasoning, we include verbal reasoning, analogy, classification, reading passage, and many other. And it also includes the non-verbal reasoning part, that is figure matrix, paper cutting, rule detection, and many other topics. So the weightage of the English and the logical reasoning is 5 questions out of total 130 questions. And for PCM, for physics, chemistry, maths, there will be 60 questions from each subject. We will be covering every topic from every subject and conducting the mock test for the student practice. Now, BITSAT exam pattern includes, there will be total 130 questions. The paper will be in the English language only, and the section will include the 4 parts. That is, first will be physics, chemistry, maths, and then English proficiency and logical reasoning will be in the 1 part. The time duration will be 3 hours, and the marking scheme will be 3 marks for each correct answer and 1 marks for every wrong answer. So this is all about BITSAT and KCET. So thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Next, I'll be going through the COMEDK part. So COMEDK UZ. Okay. So this is a consortium of medical engineering and dental colleges of Karnataka. Okay. So as Parnika explained about KCET, so in that only Karnataka state students based on KCET they can take admission, but with regards to other states, they need to give an exam which is called COMEDK. Okay, so this COMEDK has been assigned the task of organizing a common entrance test for academic year 2023 and 4. And COMEDK entrance test and publications of test course and rank list will be followed by centralized counseling process. Okay, so the application start date is 12th noon, 15th Feb, and the end date is 24th April. So entrance exam is on the 28th May. Okay, so I'll tell you some facts about the COMEDK. So there are 2 lakh plus students currently enrolled in the COMEDK colleges. So there are total 150 plus colleges in Karnataka which took admission through the COMEDK. Then there are 400 exam centers across the 150 cities. Okay, so the courses you will get like engineering courses, then architecture, medical, and dental colleges. Okay, so these are some points, okay, which are the highlighted through the COMEDK, which are like beneficial for you while getting admission there. So study in Karnataka, which offers highest paying job opportunities in IT sector mainly. Then delivering highest quality private education for 5 decades. Okay, so 5 of the top 20 private engineering colleges in India are from Karnataka itself. Benefited from Karnataka areas like skill and innovation hubs to make you job ready. 1 entrance exam for many institutions conducted online across 400 centers and 150 plus cities. Okay, so there are around 20,000 top seats, okay, for the top institutes, which are RV College of Engineering, then BMSCE, MS Ramaiah, PAS universities, okay, and India's IT hub, that is in Bangalore. Okay, so you'll get access to highest paying jobs and a lot of contacts to make some innovation and work on the startup sites. Okay, and so these are the deadlines and the registration dates for the COMEDK exam this year. Okay, so on 15th May the form has been started. Okay, on 28th May you will be having the COMEDK UGT exams, okay, for all over India entrance exam. This is having in 2 slots, morning and afternoon. Timings are 9 to 12 and 2 to 5. Then around 10th of June you will get your results, and after that the counseling process will begin. I'll discuss the pattern of the examination. Okay, so mode of examination is CBT, computer based test, then the duration is 3 hours. Medium of exam is English. There will be total 3 subjects, which is mostly covered from NCERT only, from the class 11th and 12th. So that is physics, chemistry, mathematics. Type of questions will be multiple choice question. Total number of questions they have included is 180. Okay, so 60 per subject, 60 for physics as well as 60 for chemistry and maths. 60, 60, 60. Okay, next marking scheme is like you will be get 1 mark for each correct answer, and there is no negative marking in that exam. Okay, so you can score well there. Okay, so with respect to the colleges, like we have our counseling program also, so will help you to get the counseling process and to get you a good university in the Karnataka. Okay, so this is you can connect with us with this mail ID and the phone number. Okay, so yeah, thank you.
All right. So let me complete the presentation here. So firstly, thanks everyone for coming. I really appreciate all the good efforts. So as Tarun explained, there are many pathways. For every student there is a pathway, and so the students should take the CUET exam. But if you are, say, living in North India and you're looking at also a PCM based career, then you should think also in terms of COMEDK, also in terms of a little bit outside your area. We work with many colleges in Karnataka now, and also we are looking at a lot of colleges in Madhya Pradesh. What we can do for you is we can help find a pathway for you. So you take CUET, you take COMEDK, you come through our program, and then you participate in our IT certificate afterwards. So let's say you join BSc Maths, you can then take an IT certificate along with it. An IT certificate is typically 8 courses, 7 plus 1, as we like to say. and typically we try to ask students to finish in 3 semesters. The advantage of adding IT to, say, a physics degree or to a chemistry degree or to, like, say, a biotech degree is that IT readies you for both research work in these fields as well as being able to be a strong contender for jobs in the IT field itself. IT field is, as many of you know, is always rapidly expanding. India's startup economy has also demanded a lot of IT engineers. And as Tarun explained, students who are looking at a say a engineering degree, in say Karnataka or elsewhere, if you come to us, we will help you find a spot, and also we will be able to, you can prepare for COMED-K, take the COMED-K, and if you are from Karnataka, then you can take the KCET exam, and you can then find a college and then go to an engineering program, and then you can take IT certificate, and then you take one of these 2 timelines. Our programs, typically you can start in your first year or you can start in your second year, but if you delay it too much, if you wait till your final year and then you say, see, now I want to start and now I want to have everything in my resume, then it's a little difficult. So typically it takes 2 to 3 semesters, and ideally we like to see students post this go to an internship, and then be able to network. See, all this is part of that process that it takes to kind of make an entry into these fields. You take a set of courses, then you take a internship, and then you kind of step into a career in these fields. So we provide that added counseling as well. You study, of course, very hard. Students do spend a lot of time learning, and we support those students. Our aim is to tell you that your hard work will not be wasted. Our aim is to tell you that we want to support students so that they are able to proceed forward, and we want to make sure that as students proceed forward, that you will find a spot, whether it's in Delhi, whether it's in a nearby area. Maybe you go to JNU, maybe you go to BHU, maybe you go to Aligarh University, or maybe you take go to Bangalore. India is one country, or you go to Madhya Pradesh. So you build a career, you move forward, and then you have a fruitful work life. And part of this process is to help students find their pathway, and that's why at Jnanamarga we make a real effort to help both students along the way and also learn about the way. So that is as much as I have for you. So please register. So the main links I want to again share with you are the 3 links here. The registration link is this one. Then you can watch the video. We will also be sharing this video. We also have a follow-on CUET program, which is more targeting the, which will be later in the month, which will more target both this. This is mainly a PCM one. So later on we will also look at what we are going to do for BCom. But this is the app. And then you can register by showing interest, and the programs are going to be very affordable. That is the other point I want to make. We are looking at a 4999 pricing right now, and the app is ready. Students can get going, and what we suggest is that parents who watch this video, I know it's a very long video, but if you have reached the end of it, do consider speaking to us. Do consider speaking to us, and connecting with us. If you register using the app link, we will find and you request a meeting with us, we will be able to speak to you and spend a few minutes discussing the various options. So we are happy to work with students and parents. We are, of course, very happy to also engage engage you, and but most importantly, get the app, and our teaching courses will start very soon, because the exam itself is in early May, or in late May. So end of the month, 20th to 30th of May. And so what we are recommending is that students register, students get ready for the exam, download the app, register, download the app, and then you start getting ready for the crash course for CUET. There are a lot of seats, everybody gets a spot, and then you think about our IT certificate as well as a second addition to your to what you will learn in your college. Let's say you join Central University of Uttar Pradesh, or you join Delhi University, and then you take IT certificate along with it, and then you get into a career, different types of careers. Students take BCA, they take BBA, but they also have software in their background. Then they do some entrepreneurship. They do many things. Today's student in India is a aspirant. Is someone who is building a career, someone who is learning and becoming smarter every day. India is a fast growing young economy, and we expect to work with many students with many different ambitions, and that is one of our goals with our program today. Thank you very much.